Yes.
Yes.
They were living it. What are you talking about?
Wasn't black enslaved persons living essentially? Yes. I think that's a rhetorical question. Yeah.
No. They were already living it.
Okay. Yes. So, and I do think enslaved persons was too, but I get you.
Wait, can you break that down for our sister? Please.
So in order for them, they are already living this. When we talk about how do you come into being, right? They are already living it, and yes, they are reading the words of these people as existentialists, but they identified it because they were already living it. And so from that's where they build on their own sense of black existentialism.
I agree.
Making us rounds.
And why are we having this argument?
No, I mean,
steady hand, I got the tripod
to one point being brought up to people to overpronounce the whole idea of what I'm saying is that people.
Don't forget, yes sir.
But
yes sir.
And I do think that black people also make cases for experiential knowledge
for the most part. Tonight, yeah.
Critiquing white Europeans abstract thinking and idealism. So yes.
How many steps you do a day?
I think black people live this and we're able to articulate it.
Some days more, some days less. Got it all shut down over here.
But I do appreciate it. I think we all have more common than we think. Other than Al, I ain't gonna lie. Al, you do be wild.
Don't put it on Al.
I think he be wild a little bit. That nigga.
And it's a Captain America over here. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. And a long sleeve underneath, but it's not cold at all right now. It's nice out.
I posted her book, Anna Julia Cooper, because I was thinking about it for the past few days, especially when I think about Black history, right? And so we don't read our own people. We don't. We don't want to read these people in the past. We don't want to set these. Black people have their own political thought. And their own black political philosophies. If we have writings that go back into, the 1760s. But we don't want to read these people. And then you want to say, well, they're just using the thought of white folks. But you know what they were doing? While they were learning it, they were also critiquing it and using it against them. I think about David Walker. Come through David Walker. That would use Christianity as an argument against them. You sit here in the space, you have these kind of conversations, but you don't engage with these ancestors. This is the thing that gets me. You should read David Walker. You should read Martin Delaney's work. You should even read, the color conventions. And what they were thinking about birthright citizenship and all of this. They were building their own intellectual path. And you don't read the same. And then you have these arguments at the end. Because you don't understand. And then you wonder why we're having a silly argument about enslaved people who are liberating themselves, even if that meant they had to kill their masters in order to free themselves. I think of little Judah, who's 13 years old, living in the house. She poisoned the children. She's 13. What is justice? And what does it look like? That's the question you should be asking. And I'm saying this like I said this yesterday. It is interesting and it's fine. But for those people then, they couldn't afford morality. Morality is a luxury. They cannot afford. If they use their morality, they end up dead. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
That was a great submission. I actually appreciate that.
Don't like black. You know they don't like. Come on, man.
You know what? When you said that black feminists have died for us, he just like shoot it off so that everyone died for everyone.
Yeah, that nigga going crazy.
Yeah, that was you that said that, ain't it?
Nah, they said everyone died.
No, that was you. You said black feminists died.
No, she's talking about Dave's reply.
No.
She don't listen to it. Just go ahead.
Kim said black feminists have died for like black progression or whatever. Right. And Dave said everyone has died for everyone.
Yeah, that nigga said everyone died for everyone. Okay.
This nigga said, why are we reading people from the 70s? And he's an Israelite that only reads the Old Testament of the Bible.
Julianne Cooper was from the 70s.
Like y'all, and you talk about healthy delusion. Here we go. So reading from 50 years ago is too far, but 2000 is just right. That's
I can't even lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta Hebrew.
I'm niggas talking about they can't
You gotta go for that though.
Y'all are all
Hey, that's a straw man argument. I never said that. Stupid, smarty pants.
I don't even know.
Okay. Straw man argument. If you know
what's a straw man?
Wait, how?
I never said in the chat.
Straw man, you nigga.
I never said in the chat that I read nothing but the Old Testament. When did I say that? In the
That's
chat?
what your people believe.
Yeah, you're a Hebrew.
What do you mean, my people? Though, break that down. Who is my people?
You say Hebrew Israelite. You
now you gonna deny it, nigga. You know what you mean.
I'm not a Hebrew Israelite.
Your name is the Hebrew of Israel.
Yeah, but I'm still not a Hebrew Israelite. I can have that be my name.
Wait, what are you?
Hold on, wait. That's all irrelevant.
That's
have
all
you read? Wait. Have you read the Old Testament?
Not all the way through.
So what is the utility? If you're saying 50 years is too far back, why are you reading the Old?
My thing is,
don't ask me no question. I ask you.
Why do we need to be reading about these people?
Why do you need to be reading about
Jim
people
Crow era?
in Jerusalem?
Not even in the Jim Crow era. Like,
are you in the Middle East?
Yeah, I'm in Israel.
Nigga said, yeah, I'm in the
Come
Middle
on,
East.
bro. We're not in Jim Crow,
we're
back in the Garden of.
Do you know Black Rabbi?
This shit crazy.
Hebrew. Do you know Black Rabbi? Do I know Black Rabbi? Yeah, I know. Okay. But you live in Israel? Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, that nigga said I do live in the Middle East.
This man said we're not back in Jim Crow, but we are somehow back.
We're in 2025. You can leave America if it's so bad. Like,
don't you think we're still
Of course, this nigga know Black Rabbi. Look at him, the way he talking.
I can't. The contradiction.
Here's the thing. What is the worst thing about America?
Look, Caleb, what word do I use when somebody says some stupid shit like that and it's contradicting? What's that false? I'm say it's false.
It's just idiocy.
Here's the thing. None of us are being oppressed, so I don't understand why.
Amen.
Aren't we oppressed by God? He literally.
Can we not do the religion?
No, we're talking about those scary white people who own everything. What is the
We're not even in America.
Thing
You trying to talk about what we got going on?
Like, why are we focusing on?
Are you black, Hebrew? Are you black? Why would they even matter?
What is it?
That's a no. That's a no right
Doesn't
there.
matter if I'm black.
I'm just curious.
Who's ever been asked if they're black and been like, what does that matter?
This is exactly how white supremacy
Hey, that's when you know what
What does race have to do with
This is Dave's burner.
Smarty Pants thinks because I refuse to think that I'm just a nigger and I can't do anything with my life.
Well, why the hard R?
What is going on?
You called me that 2 days ago.
I said that in the context of your black ass going. You think Elon Musk is gonna take your black ass to space with him? Stupid.
That's not what I said.
Like, are you okay?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That is what you said.
Real quick. Hey, Hebrew. So I see this comment right here. You said Jewish people have way more influential literature that lasted for 3,000 years, don't they? Okay, real quick. Can you give me a case on why their literature is more influential today than Black people's literature? Modernity and enslavement.
Just look at the West when it comes to Western history as well as America and Europe. When it comes to everything from Catholicism, when it comes to the Judeo-Christian laws that we have in America, all of it is based on Jewish principles.
Wait, can you show me that?
Oh, Al, you believe that? Al, you agree?
Hey, sit down. Should I get him?
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
I'll add to it, even when it comes to like the great empires of Europe, the Byzantine Empire.
What's the principles, though? Can you go over the principles? What are they? Just to be clear.
Like, for instance, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, etc., etc. We all know the 10 Commandments. Like, America's laws.
Hey, Hebrew, I don't know your name.
Well, we literally.
You do know
read it.
Okay. You do know the 10 Commandments come from the 42 laws of Ma'at, right?
That's pseudo. It's a lot. No, it doesn't.
All right, I got you.
Oh, you must be a hotel.
Okay, hold on. I got you. So, where did circumcision come from?
Well, circumcision is an Afro-Asiatic practice.
No. Where did circumcision come from? Who was the first one?
I'm explaining it. Various
from a historical standpoint, who was the first one to practice?
Yeah, I'm trying to explain that. The practice of circumcision is seen throughout ancient Semitic as well as other Afro-Asiatic populations. So
just say it, man. Egypt. Okay, so all right, so
that's Afro-Asiatic. So
no, Egypt. Okay, so let me.
It's not just Egyptian.
Yeah, they were the first ones to practice it, and you can actually do that. But hold on. Let me ask you another. Hold on, I got you. So let me ask you another question, right? Are you familiar, right, with the Ark of the Covenant? What is that?
Yeah, I know what the Ark of the Covenant is.
What is it?
It's with the cherubims on the top. With what
was the purpose of the Ark of the Covenant?
Well, it's where the Lord was.
Right. Okay. Do you know exactly where that came from?
It came from the Hebrews.
It came from fucking Egypt.
No, it did not.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. Everything
that from the Jews came from other groups. This is anti-Semitism. Why are you being
anti-Semitism?
This is anti-Semitism. Hebrew. Hold on. I want both of you to have a dialogue, but you gotta let them. I'm gonna let both of y'all go. Is that fair?
It called me anti-Semitic.
I mean, you are being anti-Semitic.
Oh my God!
Okay, let's go. Hey, Al, you got it, Al. Al, you got it.
This nigga come here I'm not a coaching nigga.
At this point, I'm kind of look. Let me tell you something, Hebrew. Because I know you're not gonna believe it, but I'll tell you because you're gonna just call me anti-Semitic. The truth is, all of these philosophies and principles that you were talking about actually literally does come from Egypt. It doesn't come from this. Abraham is actually a fictional character. He's not real. He's not an actual person. It isn't 3,000 years old. And to be honest with you, they wasn't even called Jews then. The only person that might have been actual real is King David. And there's only one piece of evidence for him. All right. So these ideas that you're talking about doesn't even really come from the Hebrews. It comes from other surrounding areas, mainly Egypt.
Yeah, all that pseudo. Like, no one.
Wait, Hebrew. Let me ask you a question, Hebrew. So you know about the 42 laws, right?
That's pseudo, but I know about it. But that's pseudo.
Okay. Or the negative confession.
He believes God gave it to Moses. So,
why do you think the 10 Commandments literally match like the first 10 negative confessions?
It's funny how we're talking about how y'all were arguing with me about how the 10 Commandments and all this stuff isn't influential, and now we're talking about it, and we got away from Black people. Very interesting.
No.
Anyway,
oh my God.
Go ahead.
I don't even believe it.
Hey, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but okay. How did it get to the West?
Wait, no, Ross.
No.
No, we don't deal with that.
Ross, you believe everything about these
How did it get to the West?
Have you heard of the Roman Empire?
We're gonna get to that. Wait, but Hebrew, can you at least admit that there's a lot of stuff in the Jewish culture that matches surrounding areas that were older than them?
Here's the thing. I'll say this. There is cultural diffusion, dynamic diffusion that occurred in the Levantine region, but trying to put everything on the Egyptians, which y'all are not. You're more than likely West Africans or maybe descendants of Europeans. I don't know. But I don't know if you're trying to say, oh, Egypt this and Egypt that.
This is a straw man.
But No, it's not. I'm still agreeing with him.
Right,
Yes,
I was right.
Cultural diffusion and stuff like that. But I don't know why you're trying to focus on Egypt.
What does straw man mean?
You're the Egyptian.
It's a man with a straw. Smarty pants.
I need somebody
No,
smart.
we're just talking history, so like I don't need to be British to talk about the Magna Carta. You agree?
No, I agree. Any black. I'm not a racist. Everybody is like genetically the same. All humans are 99.9%.
What did you say, love?
Smarty pants. Straw man is when like we're having a discussion about the color blue. Wait, do you actually know, or
I sincerely don't know. I just
No, she doesn't know.
So it's basically.
I can explain it if you want.
No,
Well, Sabrina's doing it right now. Like, fuck.
Trying to explain.
Wait, hey, Sabrina, I'd rather troll her than she can Google.
All right, let me just explain quick for Smarty Pants. So it's actually a metaphor. I mean, the reason why they call it straw man is because you're literally creating an image of a person, right? Like a straw man, and like a whole idea that you can easily tear apart. That's why it's made of straw. So when they say you're a straw man and you're taking a person's position, creating a caricature of the position that you can easily tear down. Does that make sense?
It's when you attack something that's not being discussed, basically.
It's usually a tactic by conservatives, just as.
What conservative?
You're gonna overload her.
Yeah. Let's not overload her.
Yeah.
I mean, did it make sense when I said Smarty Pants?
Google will help me.
That's why when that man just said, "How are y'all gonna?" He said, "How are y'all gonna challenge that Jews are the most influential because y'all think y'all are Egyptian and y'all are from West Africa? So what that got to do with you? Like that was crazy work by that.
That was insane, nigga. I'm surprised.
He said you're not even from Egypt, so
Why bring up Egypt? Why bring up like stuff
y'all stole y'all stuff from there? That's not my people, but y'all stole it.
That's anti-Semitic. Why are Jews stealing stuff?
No, you
why
stole,
are you
not
saying Jews are?
You did.
Hey, this nigga throwing out anti-Semitism more than
He
normal.
Uh-oh, got him.
No. I'm actually in the middle of something.
Israelite stutter.
But
But do you fuck with the IDF? Are you in the IDF or anything? Or why are you in Israel?
For that JFC.
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement. But anyways, when it comes to all this, fact of the matter is, yes, when it comes to Jewish people, they are extremely influential. Like most of our inventions comes from the Jews.
You think they're more influential than black people? You think they're more influential than black people?
I think every ethnic group has their own.
That nigga said,
Wait.
Because you said that they have most of the event. Do you think God chose them to be that way, or like why are they that way?
No, they value education, which is something that the black community needs to learn.
that's a uniquely. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Hey, no, they value education. That's what it is.
Ask Black Rabbi these same questions.
I live in New York.
No,
the amount of
these, come around, we need to ask who's more influential.
The amount of these Hasidic schools where niggas cannot even read or comprehend anything because they're not receiving a basic education is ridiculous. Stop it.
Well, that area that you're in. I'm not talking about that area. I'm talking about just the overall swath of life.
Do you think that Einstein was religious? Like, would you agree he's religious? Because he was Jewish, but I don't think he was religious like that.
I mean, that's fine. You don't have to be religious. I'm not just talking about religion here. I'm talking about. When it comes to a Jew, you don't have to be. You can be a secular Jew.
That nigga supports the ethnic Jews.
A rabbi does not agree with a secular Jew. He thinks.
I know. I know. But that's.
Hey, you know, black people influenced Jewish people when it came down to arguments on reparations.
Nah, I think Jewish people influenced probably black folks on that.
Oh shit!
Jewish people were all throughout the civil rights movement. You can find like clips and stuff of Martin Luther King right there with Jewish people. And also Jewish people.
That doesn't mean they influenced us.
Wait, Caleb.
Yeah, but Jewish people were also abolitionists.
No, Caleb, he believes that Martin Luther King's speech was written by Jews.
I mean, some slave owners too. So what does that mean?
Here's the killer right here. Most of the NAACP were Jews. Most of the folks who formed the NAACP
crazy, yo. Okay.
No, it's true. Most of the people from the NAACP were Jews.
Most?
Yeah, most.
I'll give this a second that.
Bro, alright, so let me see if I can. This is something anybody can do. You don't just.
Just name names. You got it, man. Just tell them.
Like,
y'all should know.
there's Jews
Aren't y'all black?
that were in these movements.
Wait, how do you know already?
Well, I see a lot.
One woman is Mary Overton White. Are you referring to Mary Overton White from the NAACP? She's one of the founding members.
I think she's
I'm referring to women.
But it's one thing to say there's some. To say most.
He said most.
Yeah, most of the people were not black.
Wait, that's a different claim. That's a different claim.
Well, that's a different claim, and I know how it was formed. They were white people.
Exactly. Like, what's the issue?
Yeah, but that's
not what you said in the
That's not
beginning,
what you
though.
said, though.
All right, let me retract my
You
statement.
said most of the people in the NAACP was white and Jewish.
Well, some were Jewish, not all of them.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll retract my statement then and say like that. Most of them were white and Jewish.
And so, as far as reparations,
that's what I'm wondering. Like, why do you have the issue?
And as far as reparations are concerned, Black people have always been fighting for reparations, even up until even I think after the Revolutionary War. When I think about the Civil War, they definitely were talking about this in during the Reconstruction period. So, what are you talking about?
When it comes to reparations.
Yes.
Why in the hell would you say that most of the people who founded NAACP were Jews?
That's right. That's an untrue statement.
Well, most of the.
It's not even like being
Well, hold on.
That's not an untrue statement.
Why would you do that?
The Niagara movement.
Or when we say that most of them were non-black, does that mean?
The Niagara movement was a Jewish movement.
Like, come on now. And the splinter group from the NAACP was the ADL a couple of years later.
That has nothing to do with what you said. You said most of the people were Jewish.
Yeah, I think most of them. I think it's like a good half, like half.
No,
it's
not.
Now it's like thing. Now it's like thing. Now it's half.
At the end of the day, it was mostly non-black.
Whoa, you just
It was
trying to aim
mostly
for
non-black
non-black.
in the NAACP. Put that as the title, please.
Hey, that nigga aiming for non-black.
Like, literally.
Why you so prejudiced, bro?
I'm not prejudiced. I love all people. What are you talking about?
No, you're anti-black.
I'm not anti.
That's what you. Yes, you are.
I love
You
you.
read the Bible, but you wrote we black men.
Explain how it's black. Explain
about black people not valuing education.
No,
you're a Klansman.
That's
And
obvious.
you live in a genocidal state. So yeah, you are anti-black.
You know,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You shouldn't even feel comfortable coming on the stage talking about most of the NAACP founders were Jewish. Shut up.
Yeah, most of them were non-black. It is what it is. Like
that's not Jewish, slowpoke.
That's fine if it's not.
What
Jewish.
the fuck are you talking about? So are you telling us that you associate Jewish identity with being non-black? Are you slipping something to us?
You still need to explain how I'm anti-black.
No. You need to explain to us why you just conflated Jewishness with non-blackness.
Why did I conflate Jewishness with non-black? Because Jews are not majority sub-Saharan African. That's why. They're not.
So there are no black Jewish people. There are no Arab Jewish people.
They said the majority of Jews.
They don't have to be majority of anything. Why do they have to be majority?
Because what's the point of talking about a minority?
That doesn't mean you categorically conflate a category. Are you slow?
You do know
you don't
that
categorically conflate a category to say non-black and Jewish. You conflated them, and you need to explain that. We know why. It's because you're anti-black.
Jewish people was not.
It's because you're anti-black. It's because you're anti-black. That's why.
I'm not anti-black.
It's because you're anti-black, and it's because you understand that the category of Jewishness has been subsumed into whiteness under white supremacy.
No,
that's why.
White people hate you.
That's why. Yeah, that's why. That's why.
6 million Jews died.
Yeah, and just like Fanon said, that was an intra-racial European antagonism or conflict that compares nothing to slavery and what made the modern world. And when slavery and colonization happened, it was race that replaced the fundamental marker of one's personhood, not religion. So your whole entire historiography of Jewishness. So your entire whole historiography of Jewishness and where it fits into the social order is off, and that's why you're anti-black.
That doesn't make that make me anti-black. You bringing up colony?
You are first of all already came up on the stage and said black people don't value education.
When did I
You understand that's anti-black? You don't understand that's anti-black?
Black.
Yes, it is anti-black. Yes, it is anti-black. Yes, it is anti-black. Black people are living in the afterlife of slavery, where they have been systematically locked out of institutions.
You're not a slave.
What the fuck are you talking about? No, you need to read a fucking book. What are you talking about? Show me the book you read. Show me the book you read. You articulated a well-rehearsed, widely circulated anti-black talking point that is meant to suggest that a group of people who are fundamentally subordinated in America don't value education, even though the public education that they have access to is defunded. It is insufficient. They are living in practical environments. They are living in practical environments where their parents are exploited. You are anti-black. You're anti-black.
Just get a job.
You're anti-black. Listen to you. You're anti-black. Of course you are, and you're over there walking over Palestinian bodies.
No, I don't.
Yeah, like I said, you're anti-black, and it is what it is.
No,
it is what it is. You're
We
anti-black.
literally have public schools in the deep south because of black people in Reconstruction. Like, that's how much Black Americans valued education. Like, what are we talking?
That's a person
Then why is the literacy
They just told him get a
Then
job.
why is the literacy
Oh
rate
my
low?
gosh.
Tell me why is the literacy rate low?
Well, that's the person they fight for. I mean, I really, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey.
Says you can't handle the truth. That's
Well, I think you're a coon.
what? Okay. Oh, raccoon. That does make sense.
All makes perfect sense. But see, you don't understand or know history to understand why I called you a coon.
I understand. You actually don't, because coon was. Oh, you was.
But I want to get No, there's conviction in this. He believes this.
Even in the chat.
Nah, he don't.
You
trolling when he talking about raccoon.
He was right about the NAACP. And
No, he was not.
Man was never right about that.
Oh my God.
Rossi, wow.
Most of the people were not Jewish. He was not right.
Most of the people were
Most of the people were not Jewish.
Okay, all right, okay. If that's okay,
Christ.
So are you saying that out of maybe 10 members, 6 of them were non-Jewish?
Was wrong. Who cares?
I know.
He was wrong. Ask him why he was imprecise in his language.
A great number.
Ask him why he was imprecise in his language. Ask him. Don't ask me nothing. Ask him why he was imprecise and wrong.
Right, a great number of the founding members of the
That is not the same thing as. You know what the difference between all, most, or some?
I never said all, by the way.
Do you know all, most, or some?
What was your name? I can't even see your name.
His name, Zion.
I said three different words.
Well, Zion, I do recall that the beginning founding members were like 40 of them.
It wasn't 40 of them. But
Yeah.
Jewish, Hebrew, Israel guys. I can't see your name, but what did you say exactly? Did you say most, all?
He said
I
most.
said most.
Most of them were Jewish. That's what he said in the beginning.
All right. I don't know if that's true. I know that the people that funded this.
Please.
I know.
That shit's good for back shots, but that's all.
I will say this one thing, bro. I will say this one thing. I think that idiots are underrated. People who are the ignorant are underrated, bro. You just have conversations with them. If they're driving, 30 miles per hour, go 30 miles per hour. After they're done, then you can grab the wheel and do whatever. Because to be honest, the only thing that she was doing was, she's not even religious, too. She just feels like she identifies. She just feels like she identifies with people in Palestine because of Arabization and fucking Somalia and shit. Like, that's.
I'm Palestinian.
she doesn't give a fuck. Like, and that's my thing. Like, we weren't even able to get to the best part because he kept interrupting. Like, me myself, I disagree with her, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, they're gonna feel how
that's fine. Look, to each their own, man. Like me personally, I don't like to waste my time. Time is money.
Then why are you on here?
Because I like to have actual discussions with people as I waste my time in real life. But if I'm wasting my time in real life just to waste time on an app, you see how that's a problem?
I would like the moderators to be a little bit more active, one person at a time, and that's it. Others will go to the audience.
Damn, who is that fine girl in the audience? Her name April. She's looking kind of
for a while.
But she does look like she's got a sweet ass. That's right.
Yeah, she looks sweet.
Please come on, baby.
But she, I think on my last profile I talked to, my last profile was named Oni.
I believe so. I mean, but there are a lot of Onis I've run into.
Yeah, but this is my new profile, man. I recognize your voice, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I love having these geopolitical conversations. I just hate having it with simple-minded fucking...
It's Muslims, basically.
Dude, man, what the hell happened? That's exactly what I'm telling you, man. It's a total waste of time. You're better off jerking off to gay porn.
God damn.
Yeah, it's better for you to jerk off to gay porn than to talk to dumb people like Bella.
I don't even think she was that bad, to be honest, because, I mean, to be honest with you, the only Muslims who give me a hard time are actually the black ones. Like the East African, like the Somalis. Somalis are the only ones who give me pushback when I say Islam is a religion of conquest.
Because they're retarded.
Like, on purpose, I would find the person who just left the room, I was just flirting with her. I know her. Her name's April, right? And April is in a lot of, like, she's in a lot of rooms with, like, Arab people, right? And I have some Arab friends on here. I actually asked them. One of my friends on here, he memorized the fucking Quran. I forgot what they fucking call that shit. I asked him, I was like, hey, listen, and I did this with the Jews. I did the same thing with the Jews. With the Jews, I was like, hey, is it true that you guys control Hollywood? Is it true that you guys control all the banks? And a Jew who was LinkedIn, he told me, okay, the Hollywood thing, it is true. We do control the media. It is true. Okay. The banking thing is less true. The Arabs told me all the stereotypes I heard about the Arabs, they didn't deny any of it. I said, from what I've learned, Islam means submission under God. And part of that submission is conquest, which is sanctioned by your holy book. What's up with that?
Yeah, but they can't tell you no to that, man.
No, they don't lie. That's why I respect the Muslims, because them niggas have never lied to me. What they do is they hesitate and they're like, they put it in context. They put the slavery and the conquest in context of, hey, listen, if they accepted it, then...
Were telling you? Did you hear what they were telling you? They were like, the response is, we believe in our deen and we believe the Quran and everything in it is true, which is not a response, it's a statement of faith. But this is how these people operate. So if the Quran says it's okay to rape all the black babies, then that's totally okay. And to the Muslim, it must be okay. Therefore, I'm proud of it. You see, the Jew is a different game. The Jew is much smarter. That doesn't mean I respect the Muslim. It just means that it's a different operating mode. The Muslim lies in different ways. The Jew is a bigger problem on that front. But I don't see that as anything to respect. If you believe it's okay to rape women, if you believe it's okay to be a pedophile like Muhammad, I don't respect you. Now, if you are open about it, because you do believe that it's okay, I think that's a bigger issue. Because imagine wanting, like the pedophiles are hiding. Now imagine in a world where the pedophile is on the streets and he's proclaiming pedophilia and he's telling you that you're wrong for not being a pedophile.
You're wrong, so just fucking ask yourself, maybe, shit, I might be wrong because everyone else in this fucking thing is telling you that you are.
Or maybe. You know there's over 17,000 lobby groups in Washington, D.C. Stan, you're Canadian, first of all. You shouldn't talk about America. You have no right to talk about America. Second of all, Second of all, there's 17,000 lobby groups in Washington, D.C. You think APEC is the only lobby group in D.C.? You think, you know, go Google how many lobby groups are in D.C. You think Israel's the only country lobbying in D.C.? Almost every country in the world has a lobby group in D.C.
Well,
obviously you know shit about America.
Harry, first of all, he doesn't speak on his behalf. See, again, he's a sheep. He says many other people say, and he follows many other people. He doesn't have an opinion for himself. He follows on other people's opinions. He reads a title, a headline, and he's gonna go make statements over a headline without actually reading the article, because Stan is a dumbass. He's a sheep. He's an average Canadian that just follows headlines. So again, Stan, Shuki asked you what is a genocide, and you said, why I interrupted, other people call, or you said people call what's happening in Gaza a genocide. Not what people are calling it. What do you call it? What do you know about genocide, Stan? That is the main question, not what other people are calling.
And you're an anti-Semite, buddy. You don't like the Jews, and you're racist. You're an anti-Semite.
I don't get Andrew, 1 second. It goes back to Stan. So he asked you, what do you think a genocide is? And you can't even comment on that. Meaning you're a fucking loser. And you're following other people because you don't have an opinion for yourself.
No, because they don't play an argument with about what a genocide is.
He opened his mouth when Shuki asked him, he's like, people can say what's happening in Gaza is a genocide. That's what came out of Stan's mouth. That's why I wanted to interrupt him. And it's not what other people are saying. Other people are fucking saying women are men now and men are women, which I don't believe.